Let's take a look at 14a from chapter 5. So the goal in this one is, it's a pretty quick problem. We're trying to turn this into either a constant term or just a single trig term like sine of theta, or in this case x. And then we're supposed to graph the two functions and see if they match. So I'll have to hope that program doesn't crash on me when I do that. All right, so let's simplify this guy. So tan of pi over 2 minus x. If you remember the cofunction properties, since pi over 2 minus x and x will be complementary angles, the tan of one of them equals the cotan of the other. So I'm going to start just by rewriting the problem here. Over cosecant squared x. Actually, let's see this right away. Cosecant x cancels with one of the cosecant x's on the bottom. And then I can turn tangent of pi over 2 minus x into cotangent of x using the cofunction property, right? Cofunction. I'll just put that there. And then this is over cosecant x. At this point, I'm not good at working with all the three rarer trigonometric functions. So what I would do is now the strategy where switch everything to sines and cosines and see what happens. So cotangent is the same as cosine x over sine x. Cosecant x is, what is that, 1 over sine x. And so since I'm dividing both the top and the bottom by sine x, you can either cancel them, or if you don't see that exactly, you could multiply the top by sine x and the bottom by sine x. And then this will cancel with this, and this one will cancel with that. And so now we're just left with cosine x. So we started with the original and ended with cosine x, and now we're supposed to check if this works or not. So let me graph, let me check the mode, radian, good. So let me graph this thing. It's tan of pi over 2 minus x. And cosecant x I'm going to have to graph as 1 over sine x. And then it's all divided by, this is going to get a little ugly. Let me put this in its own set of parentheses just so I don't get too confused here. Whoa. Okay. So now I need to divide by cosecant x squared. So that is divided by 1 over sine x squared. There we go. Alright. So hopefully this is going to look like cos x. So let's graph it. I'm going to go zoom trig. And yeah, it kind of makes sense that it would be pretty slow since it's trying to do a way more complicated version of this. And sure enough, looks an awful lot like cos x. So I'm going to assume that is cos x and put a nice little check and a happy face and a star and a rainbow. So now I win, and there's nothing